I put their car, I remember, in our garage, next to my mother and siblings. And I could not even explain to my mother why she should have to evacuate or leave the house. So I called the agency, and within about 30 minutes, the Israeli Prime Minister at that time decided to drop a bomb on their house. I refused to be part of assassinations. Then the agency made a plan to arrest them. They were arrested, and they mentioned my name, that I give them money and put them in a safe house. Now the agency, on one hand, could not afford to arrest me, because I would leave a huge vacuum in the area. We were part of many other operations. And if they leave me outside, I would become suspicious, and Hamas would kill me. So the only way to save my life was to deceive the Israeli army, to deceive Hamas, and to deceive the journalists like yourself. And the game that we played was to send Israeli defense forces, special forces, to make it look like they are trying to arrest me, and I escape in a miraculous way.
And they destroyed the house, right?
They did not destroy the house completely, but they evacuated, first of all, my mother and my brothers. They launched a missile into the house when I did not surrender.
While you were sitting somewhere safe, yes, with the Shin Bet sending you there.
Yes, I was actually sitting in a safe house looking at TV, Al Jazeera, seeing our house on fire. And I know that the whole thing is just a game.
And you became like one of the most famous terrorists in the West Bank because of that.
Right. After this event, I became the most wanted person in Ramallah area. When I went back home, my mother told me, disappear, don't come back. And my father was very afraid for me. Other Hamas leadership was now responsible for my security and my safety. So they ended up putting me in all the safe houses where other wanted Hamas people hanging out. And this way we penetrate the Hamas security and military wing, and we crack down the entire Hamas military wing in the West Bank.
You know what, 2008 you called me. You said, hey, what's going on? Where are you, man? I said, I'm in Israel. Where are you? And you said, I'm in San Diego. Okay. I was planned to go with AIPAC to San Diego. And you said that you have a very special story for me. Why on earth did you call me? Not anyone else, like Palestinian journalists, American journalists. You decided to call me.
Well, you have been to our house, to my father's office. You saw me in action. And your perception of me at that time was just another Hamas member, an assistant for Hamas top leader. You didn't know that I was
a good source.
Thank you, I appreciate it, thank you. At that time, you didn't know that I was part of the Israeli operation. And I thought if I tell you the story, you would be able to make the connection and piece the puzzle in a much better way than any other person who did not meet me. And also, the story came on a very high personal price. And I did not want the media to come and take this personal struggle and twist it and bend it to serve some other agendas. The reason to came out of the story, truly to help an entire generation, Palestinian generation and Israeli generation, to see things for what they are. Sometimes we trust our perceptual ability, but apparently our senses are very deceptive. And there is always a different truth beneath what seems or appears. And with that said, I thought bringing the story to the region would help people see things for what they are, help them mature, and take responsibility.
Thank you. at AIPAC, in front of thousands of pro-Israel Americans, and you've spoken for AIPAC across the country. What is it about Israel? What about this cause that inspires you to share your story like that? I mean, surrounded with so many people that looks at you and say, he's a hero. Did you imagine back then in the days that we met each other in the West Bank, that one day you will find yourself like that, with 15,000 people around you, thinking of you as a hero?
When I was first introduced to Christ consciousness, I learned how to love my enemy unconditionally, and was the core of my motive. And this what put me on this crazy experiment, irrational experiment, with truth. And I did not expect that the Israeli nation, and when I say the Israeli nation, I don't mean the Israel political boundaries, not Israel as a government. I'm talking about the nation that extends from Latin America to North America to Asia, everywhere. Israel to me is not only a political regime. Israel is light. Israel is philosophy. Israel is values and ethics. And I cannot imagine the world without Israel. Israel, to see the love and the unconditional support now truly lifts me up. I thought for many years that I was alone, and that was a lie. I believe we are all on the same field of consciousness, where there is persecution. I see a nation that faced a catastrophe, like the Holocaust, came over that catastrophe, and found strength to build, to establish an amazing state, give humanity values, ethics, unconditionally, show an example of unconditional love and forgiveness. This is where I stand. It's not about politics. It's not about anything else. To me, I'm part of this process. I'm very proud to be here today, and I really appreciate that the organizers invited me to this.
Hasan, Yousef. Thank you.